the home of rugby league in St Helens. For today's first round Grunhalle Lancashire Cup tie, St Helens versus Carlisle. Saints led out today by David Traynor, who's today's match day mascot. David is 7 years old and attends Willow Tree Primary School at Clockface. A big day for this lad. I'll just run through the team changes now. Saints first, of course. Number 1, Vivers. Number 2, Ledger. Number 3, Laughlin. 4, Halliwell. 5, McCormick. 6, Clark. 7, Holding. 8, Farber. 9, Liptrot. 10, Platt. 11, Around. 12, Haggerty. 13, Arkwright. Substitutes for today: 14, Sean Allen. 15, Tony Burke. Carlisle. Number 1, Tunstall. 2, Stockley. 3, Elliott. 4, Peacham. 5, Wihongi. 6, Langton. 7, Bond. 8, Robinson. 9, Thomason. 10, Scott. 11, Kirkby. 12, Duffy. 13, Huddart. Substitutes for Carlisle: number 14, Ports, and 15, Leck. Liptrot as ever takes it right. Beats one man, goes two on his own. Lovely dummy by Liptrot. Saints in numbers here. Haggerty streaming through. Clark on his left. No! Clark soaring through. Brilliant break by Liptrot there. Onto Roy Haggerty. Onto Brett Clark. He got through, but was held down by the Carlisle defence. Saints take a quick tap penalty. Over to Neil Holding. Inside to Laughlin. Laughlin going through on his own, yes. And a brilliant try to the right of the post. Touch of class there off this Paul Laughlin. Quick thinking by Saints. Alex produces a good try there.
Yes, Ron, the quick tap. Initially, of course, Neil Holding, Graham Liptrot doing the spade work. A magnificent dummy, which has become his trademark in the last couple of games. Good support from Clark. A good tackle also by the Carlisle scrum half, Gary Bond. Holding down in the tackle, quick tap, and first penalty attempt to Paul Laughlin.
Yes, Paul Laughlin lining up for this conversion, his own try. Carlisle, one of our newcomers to the Rugby League, first in the league 1982-83 season, and Saints played them 5 times that season, drawing one and winning all the rest. And a fine conversion by Paul Laughlin. Kirby. Carlisle in Saints half now. Long pass out to number 10, Scott. Loses the ball, out to Arkwright. Arkwright scoops up, unloads to Phil Vivers. Phil Vivers driving forward now, approaching the halfway line. Referee MacDonald penalising Carlisle for offside. Relieves the pressure a bit. Penalty to Saints. Paul Laughlin to kick for touch. Makes it deep in Carlisle half, 20 yards from Carlisle try line. Neil Holding now. Quick play the ball onto Andy Platt. Andy Platt running hard. Brought down now. Saints have to make the most of this attack. Out to Neil Holding. Acting halfback. Farber on the burst. Farber going through. Out to McCormick. Lovely slip ball as Farber was going down. Out to Kevin McCormick. And he goes over in the corner. Brilliant try there, Alex. Lovely slip ball by Farber.
Yes, good unselfish play by Paul Farber. Taking the defenders with him and popping out a quick ball to Kevin McCormick to open the Saints' account.
Referee not satisfied with the put-in. Carlisle to Bond to feed. Carlisle's ball. Loses the ball. Neil Holding round the back. Picks up. Unloads to Steve Halliwell. Runs round the centre here. Goes McCormick inside. Well played by Neil Holding. Steve Halliwell from the scrum. Roy Haggerty. Roy Haggerty. Heading to the 25-yard line. Out to Clark. Arkwright. Long pass from Liptrot to Paul Farber. Inside to Andy Platt. Oh! Well, Saints lose the ball over the line. Andy Platt should have had that ball down. He looked a bit lax, and the Carlisle man came up and knocked it out of his hand. 6 points are begging there for St. Alex.
Well, Andy Platt, a very basic error. If he'll do it against Carlisle, he'll do it against Halifax next week. Alec Murphy won't be pleased with that whatsoever.
In half-back. Sees the gap, going on his own. Unloads to Paul Farber. He sees the gap. No, messing with Farber. Keeps going. Oh, unloads inside to Halliwell. It's all on. Still all on. Kicked through by Vivers. Vivers and Clark unlucky there. Ball out. Carlisle on the attack. Liptrot going to go on the blind side into Roy Haggerty. Roy Haggerty brushes two off. Unloads to Graham Liptrot, who was already held by number 11 Kirby, but Saints still in possession. Out to Brett Clark, to Paul Farber. Saints looking very lively in possession. Brett Clark now, acting half-back from Paul Farber. Takes it right to Chris Arkwright. Chris Arkwright dummies inside. Andy Platt again inside. Tries to get the ball out. Knocked down by the Carlisle man. All on. Saints in possession. 6 more tackles. 20 yards from the line. We'll have to make this count. Arkwright plays it to himself. Gains another valuable 5 yards. Neil Holding now. Takes it right. Out to round. To Phil Vivers up in support. And Loughlin stumbles, falls over and touches down in the corner. Well, Alex, Saints make it count every time they get near Carlisle line. And another try.
Yes, Ron, very orthodox move from man to man. Started by Chris Arkwright. The one player who has certainly impressed in these opening stages is Paul Farber. He's run straight, he's run hard, looks dangerous every time he does that. And a number of tries have either gone begging. The final pass perhaps wasn't up to scratch, but most impressive nonetheless.
Type Tattle to Neil Holding, inside to Roy Haggerty, brushes one off, unloads out to Kevin McCormick, straight up the touchline. Brilliant run by Kevin McCormick. Tries to go on his own where he perhaps should have given it inside to Steve Halliwell in support. Anyway, Brett Clark, acting halfback, takes it out to Holding. Holding looking for the way through. Pushes off one, still going on his own. Holding, jinking through. Out to Brett Clark, little short ball to Brett Clark. It's finally bundled down by Carlisle props, but Robinson and Scott. Saints now, Neil Holding, little cross, high kick for Paul Round, but just too deep. The ball goes dead. Saints again, take it right. Over to Round, to Paul Loughlin, stretching his legs. Brilliant Loughlin, brilliant, still going this ball, look at that. Still going, still stood up. Lack of support there. Brilliant 40-yard run by Paul Loughlin. Once Ledger gets his legs going, there's hardly any stopping. Anyway, Saints win the scrum. Bring it out. Beavers up in the line. Out to Brett Clark. Jinx up and down. Brett Clark still going. Brought down 15 yards short of Saints line. Saints over now to Paul Round. He decides to go inside. Unloads out to Chris Arkwright. Chris Arkwright trying to dummy through. Referee shouts held. Steve Halliwell, acting half-back. Taking it left to Graham Liptrot. Little short pass on to Roy Haggerty. Tried to unload, but it was brought down. There's Haggerty plays on to Holding. Out to Andy Platt. Inside to Neil Holding. Looking for the way through. Just gets over to the left of the post. Good bit of Saints attack. Good basic rugby and over for another try.
Points to 0 for the Saints. And Paul Loughlin makes it 22.
Always looking for that half break, been pushing these Carlisle tattlers off. Carlisle with some paper thin tattling. Lovely ball by Holding there to Halliwell. Brushes one off. Looks inside for Kevin McCormick, but couldn't get his pass out. Saints now, taking it forward. Roy Haggerty. Keep going. Neil Holding runs up to active half-back position. Graham Liptrot inside to Roy Haggerty in full flight. Looks to unload to Brett Clark. Brett Clark going forward. Looks to get through. Oh, brilliant ball by Clark. Out to Halliwell. How we got that ball out, I do not know. But you'll have no mistake with Halliwell in the clear and from a defence position on their own line to a try right under Carlisle sticks. Brilliant work there by Saints, Alex.
Yes, Ron. It's noticeable that Halliwell is a great finisher, and that was proved there. He supported Brett Clark superbly. Great rugby by the Saints. Brett Clark always looking for the support. 3 men came in to tackle him. He knew where the support was, popped out to Halliwell, and by far the best try of the match. Paul Laughlin once again converting under the post. Great rugby by the Saints.
Yes, and Laughlin makes no mistake now. Converts another. Saints now in the lead, 26 points to 0. One from each side now. Milton Uddett down and Brett Clark on the deck. Carlisle in possession. Out to Langton. Passes inside to Elliott. Over to the wing. Looking for the way through. Barry Ledger. Oh, brilliant work by Ledger as the Carlisle man, Wihongi, tries to get the ball out, but straight into the arms of Paul Laughlin waiting. Good Saints defence there. Here's Ledger in attack now. Just been in defence. Barry Ledger siding through them. Brett Clark up on his feet. Saints on the attack. Out to Tony Burke. Tony Burke pushes one off, but brought down by Scott. So Graham Liptrot. Arkwright. Neil Holding. It's a short ball onto Paul Farber. Well taken by Farber there. It's a rather high ball. Still going, Paul Farber. They can't get this fella down. Looking to unload the ball. Referee finally shouts, held. Brilliant run there by Paul Farber. Out to Paul Laughlin. Andy Platt along the line. Neil Holding. Liptrot. Chris Arkwright. Siding through. Looking to unload. Scott has him. Steve Halliwell now. Sir Graham Liptrot. Little kick through by Liptrot. He's only waiting for it. He was just on about it. Oh, brilliant, brilliant Saints. Lovely kick through by Liptrot for Phil Beavers. He couldn't retrieve the ball. The Carlisle man was stood there. Kicks it away from his grasp. Lovely pick up by Beavers and another try under the stick.
Well, Ron, we were saying last couple of games that Graham Liptrot has developed into something of a tactical kicking expert. A lovely little kick from Graham. And I think Saints had better watch out, because the control Phil Beavers showed then, he's going to have the soccer scouts chasing him.
Already kicked 3 so far this afternoon. There it goes over. 32 points to 0 now. Saints in the lead. 4 goals to Laughlin today to add to the 20 he's already kicked on midfield. Out to Graham Liptrot again. Brings it left to Chris Arkwright. Phil Beavers up in support. Kicks through. Nastily put down there by number 11 Kirby, but anyway, there's the half-time hooter. Saints well in command. 32 points to 0. First half tries by Laughlin, who scored 2, McCormick, Halliwell and Beavers, and 4 Laughlin goals.
Welcome back to Knowsley Road for the second half of this first round Lancashire Cup tie between St Helens and the Cumbrians from Carlisle. St Helens running up a seemingly formidable 32 points to 0 scoreline at the moment. First half. Liptrot again working the blind side to Andy Platt in the centre position. Platt looking for support. Finds Barry Ledger. And Ledger, like any wingman worth his salt, does the business. Well, nice to see Barry Ledger on the score sheet, Ron.
Yes, Alex, brilliant try by Ledger. He's been hungry for work all the first half. He's been all over the field looking for the ball. And Saints get the ball, Chris Arkwright, from the kick-off. As I said, the ball's fed on. Anyway, Andy Platt hurrying down this right-hand touch line with a couple hanging on his tail, so to speak, and unloads the ball to Barry Ledger in support. 30 seconds gone of this second half, and Saints up. Got to be another 6 points with this Laughlin conversion. Shouldn't have any problem with this conversion now. There he is, lines up for it. And makes no mistake, whaps it over, right between the sticks. 38 points to 0 now, Saints in the lead.
Brett Clark working the blind side. Roy Haggerty. Good take by Forber there. Tony Burke. That's Neil Holding. Typical run from Neil Holding. Roy Haggerty taking them on himself, offloads. Holding, Clark, lip trot. Arkwright fends them away. Chris Arkwright looks for the support. Well, leaving a trail of despondent Carlisle tacklers in his wake. Well, Ron, the Carlisle defence really caved in there.
Yes, paper-thin defence, Alex, as it has been all through the match so far. As we say, we're only two and a half minutes into this second half, and we're going to be another 12 points up like in this second half. Brilliant try there by Arkwright. The ball comes right across the line. Haggerty initially looked as though it was stopped with Haggerty, but just as it is with Roy, brilliant, gets the ball out. Ball comes right across to Arkwright. He saw the gap and no messing with him, straight through. Brushes off the Carlisle defence and takes it behind the sticks. Paul Loughlin makes no mistake now. 44 points to 0, Saints in the lead.
Saints come away again. Roy Haggerty absolutely blistering down that left-hand side. The support arrives with Paul Forber, who is driven back over the line. Desperately looking for runners. Neil Holding retrieves. Bill Beavers now looking to set an attack going. Chris Arkwright, an orthodox passing movement was on for a moment. Roy Haggerty, and there's the inevitable Steve Halliwell. Well, this lad's certainly getting on the end of things this afternoon. Well, Ron, Steve Halliwell finishes in style.
Brilliant finishing again, Alex, yes, by this Halliwell. Lovely scooped up pass by Roy Haggerty. As I said, they was all round in the Carlisle defence, and he lobs this ball out to Halliwell. As ever in support, he's been everywhere, Halliwell, looking in support for this ball. Make no mistake, he's the finisher. There's oodles of space, and he scoots in under the sticks. Shouldn't have any problem with this goal, Loughlin. 48 points to 0 at present. This will make it the round half-century, and he makes no mistake. Whops it right between the posts. 50 points to 0, Saints in the lead. 11 minutes gone of this second half.
Tony Burke now leading the charge. Pens Milton Huddertoft. Chris Arkwright. Andy Platt looking for support. Tried the miss move there. Barry Ledger now going backwards to go forwards, as it were. Graham Liptrot. Brett Clark. Well, Brett Clark slithering his way through. Brilliant individual score. Well, Ron. Well, a good try from the Australian import, Ron.
Brilliant try from Brett Clark. Lovely pass again from Graham Liptrot onto Clark. Jinked in and out, make no mistake. Scooted under the post for another try. This is what we've been looking for some while. Another combination half-back there, standoff that can side through these defences. Good in and out and makes no mistake. Paul Loughlin lining up now to convert this try. Make no mistake. Straight between the sticks. 15 minutes gone of this second half. 56 points to 0. Saints in the lead.
Yards in the process. Now Saints looking for more points. Barry Ledger goes inside. So nearly breaking through Barry Ledger. Tremendous run. Neil Holding, acting halfback, scoots through by himself. Chris Arkwright. Well, really, you know, you're not going to stop Chris Arkwright from there 1-to-1. No way on this earth.
hands off, but as we said, a paper thin defence and over under the sticks. 60 points to nil at present. Paul Loughlin just converts. 62 points to nil, and only 17 minutes gone of this second half.
Carlisle try and bury the kick-off with a short kick. Graham Liptrot's alive to it. Brett Clark now to Paul Forber. Paul Forber straightens up. Inside to Phil Beavers. Back to Forber again. Steve Halliwell. Halliwell has support, but he goes himself. Well, this is tick rugby now. Carlisle, a shattered, despondent side. Well, Ron, there seems to be a try every time Saints get the ball.
Yes, Saints certainly on the rampage now. No letting up with these Saints. Another try to Steve Halliwell. Second hat-trick in succession, having a brilliant hat-trick at Leeds last week. Good finisher this Halliwell, make no mistake. Loughlin lines up for the kick, and he makes no mistake as well. 68 points to nil now.
Saints trying to sweep this ball right now. Liptrot. Ball forward, trying to surge through, oh so close. Liptrot holding, jinks, and goes under the sticks. Just to be considerate to Paul Loughlin. Now we enter the 70s. Paul Loughlin, if he kicks this, will, I believe, equal the club record score.
Yes, Alex, 72 points to nil at present. Paul Loughlin have no problems with this goal to make it 74-0. I think our highest score, I don't know whether Alex is right with 74, I think it was 73, but anyway, with 74, so he must be in the club records. And he bangs it over. 11 goals now to Loughlin, and Saints in a commanding lead, as we say, 74 points to nil.
Well, I think you're right, Ron, that is the record, in fact. Set as long ago as 1924. Arguably a lot easier today with a 4-point try, but even so. One survivor of that 1924 team. Still alive, of course, George Lewis. It's in the days even before the legendary Alf Ellaby. Paul Loughlin dummies to Tony Burke. Carlisle forward left, trying to rip Burke's head off. Roy Haggerty runs wide, finds the gap. Looking for support. The ball to Barry Ledger. Thank you and good night. Well, Ron, we'll sweep out the ashes in the morning.
Yes, Alex, brilliant try created by Roy Haggerty. This lad's just siding through this defence, brushing him off as if they're not even there. But the Saints' support play has been tremendous today. There's always been somebody there to receive the ball, even when the ball has gone loose. There's always been somebody there to drop on it, unlike previous times when it's gone to the opponents. Paul Loughlin to convert this goal from the touchline, and a brilliant goal by Paul Loughlin brings his tally up to 12 for today's match. 80 points to nil, Saints in the lead.
Well, Paul Loughlin will have to get used to that, of course, kicking from the 25. A lot of his efforts today have been under the posts. Saints' last opponents in the old record were non-league opponents. Wardley near Swinton. Now Chris Arkwright and Roy Haggerty being replaced. Receiving a tremendous round of applause. Roy Haggerty responding in kind there. It'll be Sean Allen and Paul Round to come back. Well, plenty of time still remaining. What can Saints do? $78-0. Ball round. Shakes. The attempted tackle is off. Now Brett Clark weaving his magic. Tunstall half tackles him. Sets the Saints up again. Liptrot. Tony Burke. Neil Holding to run with the ball. Holding to Beavers. Beavers dummies. Tries to force his way through. Sean Allen. Still going. Graham Liptrot. Will he try and dummy his way over? Well, you sell those at Mothercare, Graham. Well, wrong with Graham Liptrot in this mood. He'd be a star Channel 4 basketball any day of the week.
What score will we end up with? Paul Loughlin converts 86 points to 0. Saints in the lead. 13 goals to Paul Loughlin. I think that equals the record, 13 points.
Well, is there no end to it? Andy Platt taking them on. A good tackle there by Langton. Saints need another try. Paul Barber. Paul Loughlin fending one off. Oh, a great ball inside to Barry Ledger. Oh, great rugby. Great rugby. Barry Ledger loses his boot in the process. Bill Beavers claims it. And Paul Loughlin out to get the goal-kicking record here for the Saints.
$90 points to 0 now, Saints in the lead. Ledger ends up with his third try and scores Saints' 16th try. This goal for Paul Loughlin, I think, will be a new record of 14 goals. Make no mistake, there he bangs it between the sticks. Brilliant. 92 points to 0, Saints now. About 6 minutes left of this half to go.
Well, not only are we talking about two records, the goal-kicking record and the actual St Helens score, we might be talking in terms of 3 figures now. Who knows? Carlisle understandably wasting time here. Tony Burke, listen to this crowd. Who said there's no motivation against teams like this? Andy Platt, look at this support. Oh, referee MacDonald has given the forward pass. Well, those supporters following the play, not realising this. Steve Halliwell had kicked ahead. A chorus of boos from the popular side, Ron.
I wonder why. Fancy that. Saints showing plenty of commitment there. They've carried on and finished off and scored in good style. As we say, what score could it have been? With a try that Andy Platt should have scored. That's the third forward pass he's gave that wasn't a forward pass in my opinion. It was her line. But anyway, scrum down now. Bond to feed the scrum.
Thank you, Ron. Objective as ever, Neil holding like a jackrabbit. Crowd urging him on, can he go? Yes he can. Oh, what a great try from Neil. Great try, Neil Holding. That's his strength. Well, popular side erupting here. Absolutely erupting. And the Sandman comes out. Another crucial goal for Paul, goal attempt for Paul Laughlin. The popular side wanting quiet here, understandably. The lads hit the post. Well, unlucky Paul Laughlin. Well, Ron.
Well, Alex, the next try makes it the ton, the round ton. Saints 96 points to nil. 4 minutes left for play. Paul Laughlin with 14 goals, that's 28 points and 2 tries. That's another 8. That's 36 points. Saints in possession.
Ball pops out to the tackle. Andy Platt. Crowd roaring them on here. There's motivation now. Well, Barry Ledger. Barry Ledger! Barry Ledger's going under the sticks. What a superb score! What a superb score from Barry Ledger. 3 figures for the Saints. 3 figures. $100-0. And Barry Ledger holds up his bat.
Brilliant individual try there by Ledger. Make no mistake, this lad in full flight takes some stopping. He took him on and he made sure. Ends up in front of the sticks. 100 points to nil. 102 when Laughlin slots this over. Yes! And still 2 minutes to go this match.
Well, even in these days of the 4-point try, it's still a nice little achievement to have. You got to feel sorry for these Carlisle forwards. Milton Huddart walks off, not exactly the happiest man in the world. Now, listen to this crowd, all round. Well, the Carlisle forwards doing something they should have done in the first 5 minutes. And the crowd can't get enough. Liptrot, Tony Burke. Tony Burke crashing through. Andy Platt. He has the support. Kevin McCormick. Well, the Saints set for even more points. Well, Saints get the penalty. Well, the one consolation really for Carlisle, they played the game in a fine spirit. Tony Burke crashing through. Oh my word. Well, that's let me see now. Let's get the calculator out. 106-0. Well, Ron, but it's not Wigan.
Yes, I'll say, Alex. I think we just find it a shade harder against Wigan. All the records going today. Paul Laughlin steps up, makes no mistakes. 108 points to nil now. All on full time. Carlisle will be happy. I don't think Saints will.
Yes, thank you, Ron. Well, just when we thought that there was no motivation left for the Saints players, they go on to tumble all the records in sight. Paul Farber collects, takes them on. Graham Liptrot. Andy Platt, full of running, Andy Platt. Kevin McCormick. Brilliant ball inside to Neil Holding. My word. My word. Well, Neil Holding steamed in for a try there. I think Carlisle were expecting to play the ball for the Tick Rugby. Well, a chorus of boos there for Paul Laughlin. And there goes the final hooter. Well, Ron, what do you think about that?
A brilliant display. Saints backed up really tremendously. 32-0 at half-time. As we say, 80 points. 80 points this second half. Brilliant. 20 tries and 16 goals. Records gone no end. Saints public happy with this display. Obviously, one-way traffic. Saints accepting the plaudits of the crowd. Brilliant display. As I say, brilliant backing up play by Saints. This has been the hallmark of their play this season so far. We know it's only the fourth match, but the backing up has been tremendous. Good all-round performance by Saints. See you all next week versus Halifax.